and welcome back to another Thursday stream. It's your friendly neighbor Luka.
And it's your guy Gimmick, and welcome to Just Chatty.
Stream where we get to hear your thoughts and opinions on different topics about in-game. If this is your first time into the stream, we have these streams about every other month alongside the World and Table Talks podcast, where we do a similar thing, except we have a conversation with our guest content creators. But for today's stream, you are our special guest, and we will be having pretty much different talks about different topics. And
there's a lot.
Few things that we do want to talk with you about today. In the meantime, how are you guys doing? It's a Thursday afternoon here, and it's pretty. We're going.
Yeah, it's been quite a week.
Yeah, so
sure.
Since we do have a lot to talk about today, we are going to be going into our first topic. And it is going to be within PvE. So all my fellow PvE gamers, unite. This is us. This is us.
I guess I'm part of that too, so join everybody, right?
Yeah, so the first thing I do want to talk about is the Moonlight Theater Zero Defect City story. It is the newest one of the Moonlight Theater series, I guess.
Yeah, it's been here for a little bit now, but it is our newest series for just content and story, right?
So, if you've done or if you've read through Zero Defect City, how do you like this story versus the previous stories? Because my personal favorite is Runway Fighter, but Chat,
please feel free to let us know. I was a big fan of Fallen Land. I actually read through all of that. That was a really good story, and yeah, but listening to or reading through Zero Defects, I really love just the characters and stuff like that. I really like Last Rider Crowd. I really like Opsig. I know following in Masha's footsteps a little bit, but I can't blame him. Awesome design. So
yeah, I haven't exactly finished Zero Defect City yet, but I do like the interaction between Last Rider Cow and Opsig.
Definitely.
Especially the very beginning of the story. We'll be fixing the mic stuff. Don't you worry. I'll just speak a little bit louder, so maybe you could hear me. Okay, But in the meantime, yeah, I think it's really awesome how we get their backstory. Okay, it's fixed. We're good?
All right, we're good? All right, wonderful.
But yeah, so I do think it was there. Okay, if you haven't read the story, you want to read the story, cover your ears for like 5 seconds, okay? Because I want to just mention how I think it was really cool that Opsig was able to outdrink everyone in like the very first few parts of that story.
Couldn't be me.
Couldn't be me. I thought that was really interesting. So yeah, in the meantime, let's see what was your favorite Moonlight Theater story? I'm trying to see what are people liking.
Opsig is a beast, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, maybe does it have to do in maybe it's because she has she's not really a human.
Yeah.
So maybe iron stomach.
Literal iron stomach, yeah.
In actuality.
Definitely. Saw some people saying they liked Runway Fighters as well. Some other Fallen Land fans like me. Yeah, I loved Fallen Land. Yeah, I really loved Fallen Land's story. I just like the world is just like, I mean, there's a lot of dark heroes, right? So of course it's gonna be very dark. I really just like the way it's presented.
Yeah. Oh, it was funny when she chugged the entire bottle. Exactly. And Vivian Enjoyer. Ooh, yeah. I mean, Fallen Land, it has a lot of different kind of relationships. There isn't just one main dynamic in that story, I feel like, compared to like Runway Fighter or Zero Defects, where there does seem to be a little bit more of a one dynamic. So
looks like in chat we have some big Fallen Land fans, some Runway Fighter. There's a tie in Twitch chat, and it looks like Fallen Land takes over on the YouTube side.
Yeah. Okay, so I do want to move on to our next topic. This is kind of big. This is a kind of a hot topic right now. We're seeing it in chat. We see you. Okay, we are writing or
taking notes right now, actually.
Gimmick's gonna be writing it down, and it is the Earth Advent side story. Okay, and so I haven't exactly started it yet. Okay, I've been seeing what people have been saying. I've been hearing the buzz about what's happening in the community. Personally, I will probably be farming Hell. I think I can do Hell.
It's pretty tough. I tried getting through Hell with a few different teams. I just don't have the right, like, I don't have a lot of fire units. So getting through it was a little tough for me, but I'm pretty consistent on hard at least, which is good.
Yeah, there is a one-shot guide.
There is,
on our Discord. So if you kind of just want to try building a one-shot team, we do have a guide on that in our Discord, in the official Discord.
Our
And
community is so hard
I
to
watched
work.
the video, and it's really interesting because it was from our mod Mori.
Oh, okay.
I saw when he posted that video, and the advent came out literally last night.
Right.
I think it's very respectable how so many people in our community are able to move really fast in terms of being able to tell everyone in the community what they could do, how to beat it. It's so fast.
It blows my mind. Yeah, like literally, I forgot that it came out last night, and I'm already waking up and seeing, oh, here's how you one-shot on Super Hell, right? I'm just like,
yeah, on Epic
already?
Hell.
Yeah, Epic Hell, right? Just, oh my goodness.
Yeah. Why isn't there an audiobook version? That would be kind of sick.
I would really be down for that. Yeah.
An audiobook version of Moonlight Theater. That would be kind of nice.
I think it would definitely, in my opinion, make the experience more engaging, right? Because I want to watch the story, right? But I've also got maybe other things to do, or there's more that I need to work on at the moment. So I'd rather listen to it like an audio tape. That'd be perfect.
That would be kind of nice. That's genius.
Genius, big brain.
But yeah, it's really interesting how players will see like through the mechanics and then tell us, hey, you turn your brain off. I turn my brain on so you can play and not think about what you really need to do.
Exactly.
And so yeah, we have a lot of amazing players who are able to do that. And here's my next question regarding Advent.
Drum roll.
And it is, what are some changes or improvements that you would like to see, either that we can try to implement right away or implement in the next time we do it?
For sure. I think that I was looking through chat a little bit. A lot of players were talking about how there are things like the Advent not contributing to rep rewards, like the daily for your daily energy. That's definitely like a very big thing. I know that some people were talking about the overall difficulty. There's a lot of things that could happen for general PvP, especially for Advent, that could help the player experience a little bit more.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm seeing the free unequip. That is something that has been talked about many times, especially during Advent side stories like this, where it doesn't have to be during the entire time. Okay, please, just for the weekend, the first weekend that we have it, just give us free unequip.
Right, exactly. Thank you. Do you use automatically 6-star plus 15 like in Ancient Inheritance?
What if, okay, so if the point, the kind of like intention behind the Advent side stories is to give veteran players, right? Make it difficult and give them something that they could also do once they've done everything. So what if we did it where, automatically 6-star plus 15 like AI up until Epic Hell?
That could be great. Yeah, that could be a great way to bridge that earlier gap, right? And then for people who really do have the units and the gear to make it work for Epic Hell, then let them go for it.
That would be kind of interesting to see, where we implement more of that AI mechanic of equalizing players. So
I like it. Yeah.
And gear presets.
Gear presets. That's definitely a very commonly talked about thing. It'd be awesome. I know that there are heroes that I'm like, oh, I wish I could have 2 different builds I could work on based upon, not even just for Advent, right? Or just like I'm dealing with a team, right? Like if I've got a bunch of tanks and I want effectiveness, right? Or if I don't want my buffs to get removed, I want effect res, right? Definitely a very, very commonly suggested thing, and I can certainly see why.
Yeah. And I'm seeing someone asking for more difficult PvE. Could you give me an example? Because I mean, this PvE mode feels very difficult. You know?
I remember getting through like ZO 1010 too was just, there's a lot of difficult content out there, and just it is very satisfying to clear it.
Yeah, difficult content is nice once you can get to that level. And I will say that it is really nice that we will have difficult content. For example, like when we had the Mort boss battle back in episode 3, I believe.
Yes, it's episode 3. Yeah.
That it was super difficult, but after a while they lowered the difficulty.
They did.
Right? So that is really nice.
Let's see here.
But yeah, need to add more Abyss. That would be kind of nice too.
How far are you in Abyss?
I think I'm on 93.
Okay, I'm at 101. Actually,
yeah, I haven't really tried too hard because I was looking at some guides and it was just like, I'll just take my stigma.
I always do that, but I gotta say those 15 gold transmits, they go a long way. So I definitely would push for those if you can, especially with the new heroes.
Yeah. So I mean, with this mode having, people are saying having it count towards like our missions, we will make sure to send that over to double check if that is how it's intended, or if it is. I feel like it is maybe just like a little bugged out.
It might be bugged, yeah. I mean, because it's a big energy cost you're putting into it, so you should be able to get your daily rewards from that. But we'll look into that for sure.
Yeah. And so I feel like, as much as I want to keep talking about PvE, my favorite, my bread and butter, we will be moving on into some PvP.
All right.
I know this is a lot of people's favorite thing to talk about. Chat, who likes to talk about PvP?
I like talking about PvP.
I'm like halfway.
Yeah.
And the first thing I do want to talk about is the World Arena season. Okay, Valky. Valky's like, oh, choose me. Okay, but yeah, so I do want to ask, chat, how do you feel about this current season versus the last season? Now that we've been into this new season for a little while now, do you feel like there has been any major changes or shifts? Or do you feel like it's relatively similar?
I believe that the frenzy buff is still the same from the previous season, but there's a lot of new heroes that have come out, right? A lot of new meta breakers, a lot of new meta shakers, if you want to talk about some of the other stuff that's been going on, right? But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think that like a lot of the meta has changed these past couple of weeks, or?
There's been a mini shift because of the balance patch.
Definitely.
And we will be talking about that in a little bit. Well, the way that I see it, I feel like meta isn't as important in the lower ranks as it is once you get to a certain level.
Definitely, yeah. So long as, I feel like in the lower ranks, so long as you have geared units, you just got to push them out there and give it a shot, right? But once you start hitting masters and beyond, then you got to start thinking, okay, here's my draft style. And then once you get really high, at least in my opinion, in the ranks, it's like, okay, now I got to start counter picking and like have multiple drafts ready. So.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm defining lower ranks as anything below masters, because I don't know about people in chat, but I am someone who usually just goes for masters every season so I can get the skin, and there isn't too much meta play, I will say, in terms of a defined play style. It's more of, do I have better gear than you? Or like, am I able to counter pick you better than you can counter pick me?
I will say I had one match where I was still learning PvP, and I was like, I have my Solitaria built. Hey, this guy drafted Ed, so I'm gonna draft Solly. And you can see where that went. Instantly gave up, but that's why I was sitting gold last season. But we learn a little bit. What do you guys think about this season? How are you guys doing? Are you placing well, or
Yeah, how is your climb going? I said, I think last time when the new season was starting, I was gonna play 100 games and see where I get to, because I forgot who said it. Someone in chat said that if you play at least the level that my account is currently at, if I play 100 games, I should reach Challenger. If not, like, low champ. That's what they said. If I play 100 games.
Other way around, right? Low champ.
Oh, yeah, low champ.
Okay.
Low champ.
It's Challenger champ, right? Am I being weird about that?
It's Challenger champ. I get them mixed up all the time, but whichever one is lower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so how's that going for you?
I have played maybe about 13 games.
Doing great. I mean, I'm still in my placements. I'm sitting in placements until that end of season rush, but I feel really confident for this season for sure.
Master. Oh yeah. So Challenger, Champion. Yeah, Challenger is the lower one.
That's right.
Yeah. So Challenger, and maybe low champ. You know, I forgot who. I don't think it was Elf. I do not think it was Elf. I think it was someone else. But they're like, you know, based off your account, if you just played enough games, you should easily get to Challenger at least.
Right.
And I said, you know what? I'm going to try.
Doing your best. So some recommendations here from chat. I saw some people talking about maybe 2 pre-bans for gold rank, and I believe some other things about maybe changing the frenzy up next season a little bit.
Yeah, last season in champ for 60, and then Challenger with 80. So
not bad.
It's a testament. That is a good example. When it goes into PvP, RTA is the best way to surprise your opponent. Yep. So while we're talking about, you know, the different meta and how maybe like the meta has shifted, what do you think is needed in the current meta to see changes in the season? I know some people have already talked about how the recent balance patch has already kind of shifted the meta a little bit.
Definitely. Yeah, this new balance patch, I think, was a lot of people were talking about how much it changes up a lot of heroes and brings a lot of them into the light. I did see a comment as well talking about, hey, you know, a lot of the meta right now is very ML based, right? ML5 based. And I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of heroes that are still RGB, but you know, you got to build them in such interesting ways, right? To really make it, to make them stand out in the drafts, right?
Buffing units in a faster cycle. So maybe instead of every other month, maybe a buff every month.
Yeah.
Or maybe like every 6 weeks compared to 8 weeks.
Right.
So something like that. That does sound like it would be really nice, especially since we have so many units now, right? I think it does make sense that as the unit pool grows and grows, the amount of units that are either the amount of units that are buffed or how often we receive buffs is what should grow with it.
Yeah, a lot of the pacing is going to be dependent. Like, we have so many heroes, we need to, or at least in our opinion, right, we think that maybe it's just time to increase the pacing with all these heroes, right? Who knows?
I mean, that's what the community seems to want.
That's what I'm hearing from chat, yeah.
And I know people have been mentioning more bans. I think we've talked about this last time, and the sort of argument I would want to make to that in terms of adding bans in below masters is when you have new players, you don't have a big unit pool. Okay? You get 2 bans and then you get 1 unit ban. That's 3 units total that could be out of your pool. Right? And when you're first starting and you're in like bronze, silver, and gold, you get banned out.
Right.
Like, who are you gonna play?
It's like, wait a second, I spent so much time in building all my stuff into this one hero, and now it's one of the 3 bans rather than, you know, one of the 2 bans. So it could be tough for newer players who are trying to just get their gear in line.
Yeah, and I guess it could make sense to increase bans in the higher ranks, which is something we did do, right? I think within, what is it, Challenger? Challenger is when you start to have 2 bans, correct?
I think it's Masters, actually.
No.
Is it really not Masters?
Well, I think sometimes it's like you're in Masters, but then you go against... It's Masters?
Yeah, I think it is Masters, because if you queue high elo in your placements, you start getting 2 bans. So
okay, yeah, because I would be not in Masters, so I would be playing in Gold, but then I guess if I get Q against, because I was like, why am I getting 2 bans here?
3 bans at Master Above? I don't think it's 3 bans at Master Above. I think it's just 2 bans.
No, I think that's their suggestion.
Oh, their yes. Okay, my
Yeah.
mistake.
But yeah, 3 bans for champion up. I know that's like bans. It's a really interesting conversation around bans because we've had the conversation of a global ban, a rotating global ban, and maybe at some point because the unit pool is getting so much bigger, it could make sense, especially in a higher elo, to have more bans, right? And I think it's something we will send.
Definitely
Okay.
be sending that. I have it noted
we
down
have
right
it
here.
written down. Okay,
Yep.
we have it written for you. And yeah, so we'll just have to see. Time will tell. Right? I know this is a very passionate topic for a lot of people.
Definitely.
Okay? And your how you feel is how I feel and how we want to send it up. Okay? The problem with bigger pool of heroes is you need more options to get rid of. It's not about adding more bans, it's about bans a bit more reactive, hence the bans mid. Oh, okay.
That could be something
That
interesting.
could be also really interesting. So let's say you have 1 ban in the beginning, you pick your 2 units, and then you have another ban.
Like a mid ban?
Like a mid ban.
That's interesting. That does sound pretty interesting.
Yeah. So that could be kind of cool. But this is something I know that we talk about a lot, and I mean the more we talk about it, the more it gets onto everyone's minds, and the more it's like this is what we want.
Definitely. And a lot of people are also saying, global banning, maybe even weekly or bi-weekly could shift the meta.
That would be interesting. I mean, I feel like a rotating global ban, I feel like I personally haven't really seen that, and how feasible that really is.
Right.
But I mean, you never know.
I mean, the infrastructure is in place because they do end of season bans for new heroes and artifacts. So they have the system to do it. They would just need to slot in the heroes. But I think the troublesome part is which heroes, right?
Yeah, like how do you determine?
It could be, there's so many factors. It could be like analytics, it could be voting, it could be just, who knows?
Yeah. And we'll just have to see. So, while we're talking about like changes to Arena, the most important thing, or a really big part of World Arena, is the units, right? And so we're going to be moving on into talking about our pretty much new units, Architect Leica, and then Inos' specialty change, Inos 2.0. And especially Leica just recently had a change, and it does feel like we have seen a bit of a change.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it's really interesting that there is a mixed sentiment
for sure
regarding the changes on ML Leica, which I find very interesting. Okay? It is, I know the biggest change was putting the Efrez, or
Ignore Efrez
on her Soulbird.
And then also, if the opponent is applied with target, she gets an extra 50% CR boost. So it's not an extra turn, which means that it is counterable by units like Celine and by Politis. But it's a pretty interesting addition to her.
And so it's really nice in a way, right? Where it does feel like a new unit comes out and people will talk about it and see how it works. And then if it does, like, changes are possible. You talk about it enough and it can happen.
Yeah. But we are seeing, a lot of chat is saying, they're not the most receptive to ignore ER. But some people do like the ignore ER because, that was the big setup thing for her, right?
Yeah.
Like being able to lock target onto a tank and then just, let S3 go.
Nuking them down.
Yep.
And
so if that falls apart, then it's pretty tough, right?
And for the people who are kind of upset about the ER, how do you think, or what would you would have liked to have seen the change in her? Because there were a lot of people who were saying that it's kind of upsetting that she's not doing what she kind of should be doing, And so it's like a mixed bag.
It is, yeah.
Ignore ER is definitely very, very powerful right now. So more anti-cleave.
A lot of people, anti-cleave or ignore ER is fine. Ignore ER is doing a lot of things.
Yeah, I really love to see this kind of discussion, right? Because then we see people who are for and who are against. You know?
A decrease ER instead of total ignore.
Ooh.
I like that. But how much would it cut? That's the question, right?
And I mean, I guess that would be kind of a new mechanic because we don't exactly have a cut ER. Right? We only have either ignore ER or you just have more effectiveness than them.
Yeah, I think someone's saying, like ER is a big investment, right? Like you have to push a lot of your stats in ER to really make sure that it's, it's effective, right? Because there are opponents in Arena or in World Arena who just stack so much effectiveness. So you have to, you have to respond pretty well too.
Yeah. And okay, so while we are talking about units, I do want to talk about the balance patch as a whole. Architect Leica was one of the units, and there were a lot of good things, or there were a lot of things said about this balance patch from the community. I have heard a lot about how most, if not all of the units in this patch just felt really good.
Yeah, definitely a lot of players who were saying, hey, I really wish this hero would get their changes. Everyone really wants them right. Ilyanov is one of the biggest examples. Last Rider Crow is one of those biggest examples. Like, man, I really wish they'd just give us a buff, right? And then, bam, there it is.
Motorcycle Man go burr.
Let's go, Siegfried. Just slam into the enemy team. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of Last Rider Crow in higher level, for sure.
Yeah, and they're saying maybe give 200% effectiveness in place of ignore ER.
That's a lot of effectiveness.
Well, I mean, in a way, it's sort of like ignore.
Kind of, yeah.
Ephras to an extent, but there's still a little bit of like build that can go into it.
There's still some fight, right? Like Destina's passive, right, where she boosts her ER. She can still have a chance, but it's not like, it doesn't feel like, oh, I just got my turn robbed from me, right?
Yeah, just because it was a soul burn.
Right, exactly. It's tough, yeah. Balance patch is great. We just need the same energy on a lot of older units. Well, I know that Ken was part of this balance change, and what do you think about the change? Because what they did is that they kind of reworked how he gains fighting spirit, right? So I really hope to see more older heroes as well getting some love and some changes. But I know that Ilyanov a lot of people wanted, and Ken was another one, but we'll just have to see what happens, right?
And Lilius.
Lilius for sure too, yeah. Fire Lilius.
Yeah, it's really interesting because the only unit I have from the balance patch is Lilius.
Really? Just Lilius?
I don't have anyone else really.
Who do I have? I think I have Ilyanov. I think I have Tywin. But I have Christy too, but I don't have them built though.
Yeah, I mean, if chat, who do you feel like benefited the most? Who was your favorite? Who was your favorite unit from the this balance patch? Who was your favorite? If you had to choose one. Choose one.
Lilius, Emma Leica, LRK, yeah. Ilyanov the goat. Lilius. Yeah, it seems that Leica, Ilyanov, Lilius, and Last Rider Crow all feel very, kind of like a lot of players' favorites, right?
Yeah, I said this last time, but I just want to reiterate. I just want to tell the story again because I think it's really funny. I had a friend who had stopped playing the game, and literally the day of the balance, when the balance patch notes went live, he's like,
I'm coming back.
I'm re-downloading the game. They're buffing my waifu Ilyanov. Yo, I'm there. And
take me back.
Now he's back. But yeah, I think it's really interesting how the community has been asking for Ilyana for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my next question, chat, is who would you like to see next
Ooh, here comes the fun part.
in the balance patch? Who should we collectively unite? Because I know Ilyanov was a very big one.
All right, chat.
We need to band together for one.
Well, I'm seeing a few.
I'm seeing Arunka.
I'm seeing Arunka. Judge Kisei, Summer Charlotte, Arunkas.
Maya. Okay, we only get one.
Only get
if
one.
If it's one, okay. As a playable,
with 130
base speed. Nice.
Please no.
Nice.
I just built my tank down. Please no.
Having diversity. Yeah, I mean, we will definitely be pushing along the sentiment of wanting like more balance patches.
More frequently, yeah.
More frequently, right? It doesn't have to be on if you think about it from a balanced team perspective, right? 6 weeks, I feel like, would be an okay amount of time.
Yeah.
Right? Because, balancing a game is very difficult. I mean, yeah, it's taken a while before we've kind of gotten to a point.
Yeah, I feel like, but like the more frequently you do it, right, gives you more chances to say, oh, well, this worked, this didn't work. All right, we tweak a few more things. We keep going, we keep throwing it out. We keep just, the kitchen sink, right? So I think there's a lot to be tried with, and we will certainly pass the sentiment along.
Yeah. And okay, we're seeing make Brenus playable. Trust me. I am on the same boat. Okay, I have been with you guys in that boat together. We are. Please.
Hold your signs up.
Release.
Free her.
Okay. So don't you worry. We send that sentiment every time. We need a bigger boat.
Send it. Yeah. Send it all.
Yeah. Okay. And okay, I am seeing we want an Ice Dorado. I see you.
Ice Dorado was one of my very first heroes, actually. And I remember I was playing with it. I was like, oh, I like this guy. And then I just kind of, where'd he go?
But yeah.
It was fun for PvE, though.
Yeah, I mean, I hope that we're able to just, come on, Brenus, we're here. We're on this boat together.
Yep.
Who wants to be the captain? Chat, who wants to be captain? I don't know if I want to be captain. I just want to be there with you guys.
I say we get Flan. See? Yeah. We're a hive mind.
Wow, that is. But yeah, so let's
Mashu.
Mashu in game.
Pirate Captain Mashu.
Pirate Captain Mashu.
Works in Cleve. Wait, Mashu wouldn't be able to use Mashu.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is Mashu gender bit Mashu? Gender bit ML Mashu. Chat.
Oh goodness.
Chat. Come on. Think about it.
Oh boy.
Okay, yeah. I think we've had enough talks about units and the balance. So let's talk about some non-gameplay. Right? Just other things that are around the game. And while we go into this topic, it is that week.
It is. It's survey week.
Yes. And so we will be release the survey.
Free the survey. Let the people get their leaves and gold for filling out the survey. Those will be also pinned in chat, but once it's active, you can type !survey and it'll drop the link right for you.
Yep. Okay, since I was gonna talk about this next, but I am seeing people in chat already talking about it. Okay, we can talk about, what collab do you want to see?
Here we go.
Okay, I know this is a fun question. I know this is a question we always talk about. Okay, and okay, my first question. Actually, pause.
Hold.
First question is, would you like to see any of the past collabs rerun? If so, which one? That one first. Okay, that one first.
Let's start with what's already established, what we already have. What do you guys want to see come back?
So, in the past, so far, we've had Full Metal Alchemist, we've had Slime, we've had ReZero, we've had Guilty Gear, we've had Kizuna Ai,
and
we've
Espa.
had Espa.
Yes.
We've had 6 collabs so far. Which of the 6 would you want a rerun of?
Let's see here.
We are seeing a lot of Slime.
A lot of Slime lovers.
We'll get to the new collab talks after, okay? But tell me who you want to see rerun first.
Ooh, Kizuna Ai lovers. All right.
Espa or Guilty Gear?
Ooh.
Okay.
Need that rocket punch? Yeah.
Full Metal, ReZero. Okay. Yeah, it's really interesting that there are just, as I was saying it, we've had a lot of collabs.
We have. I mean, it kind of blows my mind, like how quickly we've gone through so many collabs. But yeah, there's a lot of them with us now.
But stuck between Espa and Slime.
Ooh.
Well, yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of interesting units. We've had a lot of new kind of mechanics being added into the game with our new, with the collab characters, and it's very fun. We just had Espa. Well, I mean, it has been like what, 3-4 months?
4 months now, yeah.
Oh, we just had it because someone was asking for it back. But the question was, who would you want a rerun of?
Yes, starting with reruns.
You know, that's okay. It's okay we just had Espa. That was the question.
Yeah, we just wanted to hear your thoughts.
Okay, I've been seeing it now. Who do you want to see new, brand new?
Brand new collabs.
Brand new collab. Who would it be?
People are just going, they're
Demon
firing.
Slayer. I'm seeing Darling in the Franxx.
Chainsaw
Man. Sesame. Are you serious?
Yes.
Sesame Street. That would be cool, but Sesame Street. Come on.
Nier, Konosuba, a lot of the isekai
I
genre.
have seen a lot of Konosuba and Overlord.
Overlord, Demon Slayer,
man.
Fate.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Ooh. Jujutsu.
Whoa, what do you have against One Piece? What?
I don't know if it's real.
I get it. It's really long. But, ooh, okay. Follow-up question.
Here we go.
Yes, Chora, that is correct. My choice would still be No Game, No Life. If I had a choice, if I could choose which collab we could do, it would be No Game, No Life. You know me too well.
Good choice.
But anyways, which characters, who would you want from the collab that you're choosing?
Ooh.
Who would you want from it?
I mean, I know a lot of people were talking about the Konosuba collab. In my opinion, I really like all the cast, but honestly, Darkness would be really funny as a knight who can't hit anything. But, decrease hit chance by 100%. Die to evasion.
Plague Cat, are you trolling me right now? There was no announcement of a new season yet. Don't troll me like that. Don't play with my heart. Okay? Shanks from One Piece. That'd be kind of cool. Power Makima and Denji. Ooh, see? Okay. But here's the thing. If you had Power Makima and Denji, who would be the free unit?
Kobe.
Right? That's
yeah.
it's too hard.
It's tough. It's really tough.
But if you had
Pochita Pet.
the pet.
Pochita Pet. Oh,
Imagine.
Man. I would love that.
I read that. I saw it in a tweet, right? They want a new season. It just hasn't been picked up for a new season. So it's there. It's there. Miss Arbor should not get Pug as a pet. Okay. I hope that we get more collab pets. we got Navi from Espa,
That's right.
and I do hope we get more pets. Are there any pet enjoyers? Any pet enjoyers in chat, please?
I
Please
just got
raise
my
your
5-star
hand.
pet, so.
Okay. And do you have a favorite pet?
Ooh.
My favorite, my favorite pet is a pet I do not have, which is the owl pet, because
Oh yeah.
it was a like special pack. It was like one of those special charity packs.
Right, for the education one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
It was before my time. Unfortunate. Cthulhu is really cute. Yep. Medudine as a new pet, just a little mini
The
tiny.
Chibi Medidine delivering mail.
That would be
Oh,
really
she had
cute.
like a little trail of like letters flying behind her.
Ooh.
Oh, that'd be really cute.
Mhm.
Background like Espa too. Yeah, the background. I forgot the lobby screen too from Espa was awesome.
It was really nice.
I really liked it. Yeah.
Ooh. It's nice that I feel like Espa was kind of like a new start of things we could see
Mhm.
from the collabs.
That's right.
So maybe the future collabs,
Mhm.
you know, now that we know it's possible.
Yeah. Playcat here is saying, I want to be able to swap the pet skins. You can actually.
You can now.
Yeah. There's with a new pet rework that we had a couple weeks or months ago
Months?
now. Oh goodness.
It's been a while.
Oh boy. You can, for the currency you get for releasing pets, you can actually swap the skin and the skills for the pet. So go give it a shot.
Yeah. I know something that someone was talking about before. Oh, actually no. If you are changing skins, or if you are, what is it, like releasing your pets, there is no notification that you're about to release an ML pet.
Mhm.
So pay attention.
There is a button that says when you're doing the mass release, it does say you can exclude special pets. So make sure that's on. But
Yeah.
be careful, lock your ML pets.
It would be nice to swap back to any pet they've been reskin. Ooh, so like if you've already had that pet, you're adding a new skin, you could like go back and forth.
I like that. Like kind of like a wardrobe almost.
Ooh. That is kind of cool. But yeah, 5-star pets to have one more skill. That would be nice.
That would be, because there's usually a total for every category. There's 4 skills, right? That'd be really nice.
Okay, yeah. So we strayed a little past collabs, but I'm a reel us back in, and I do want to talk about the custom group summons. Okay, so we just had the custom group summons go live last night,
Literally last night.
and who did you put on your banner? Who did you put?
So I went with a lot of the limiteds. I went with Luna, Cerise, and Fairy Tale Tenebria, and I did 100 pulls, and I got what I needed. So I got 1 copy of Cerise, 1 copy of Fairy Tale for a Nightmare, and 1 copy of Draco Blade. So thank goodness.
Right now, I have Luna, Cerise, and SSB on my banner. I haven't pulled yet. I haven't pulled yet because I don't know if that's who I want to keep it on. Okay. But yeah, who do you think I should have on my banner?
Ooh, good. Chat, decide for her. How will she spend her bookmarks?
My mystics.
I mean, you can spend your mystics too.
But yeah. And no Artie, but at least you have the little tokens.
You can buy the tokens. That's what I did. I bought a guiding light with my tokens.
I need a husbando. But there's no limited husbandos.
Could always have that Charon imprint.
We need a limited husbando.
Ooh.
That's what we need. But yeah, I feel like I have a lot of the units that I need, right? So I don't necessarily need more units. I do need more artifacts. So there's that.
Good luck, definitely. I just bottled my Rangars, honestly.
Yeah, I bottled my Rangars too. Like,
Oh, that's right. You were saying that you wanted multiple SSBs, right?
oh, I want a multiple Rengar special drink
Oh my goodness.
because I already have 3. already have 3.
You have 3 SSBs. That's
I
right.
have 3 SSBs.
Oh my goodness.
I could technically pull Destina from the side story.
True.
From the side story thing banner. So I don't really want to put anyone I can get from the side story banners onto my custom Mystic banner. So that's why I don't have Destina on there. But yeah, we'll just have to see. And has anyone have you already pulled? Have you gotten what you already put on your banner yet? You know, Gimmick's like,
I'm done.
I summoned this many times. I got what I need. I'm done.
I'm done. I'm out. I don't need to waste any more of my precious luck for the time being.
Yeah, I mean, I do need more artifacts. I don't really need the units. I wish we could just select the artifacts. Okay, select the artifacts. Cause, not gonna lie, my luck recently hasn't been as good.
Oof.
Luck is like a little roller coaster. There's ups and downs. Chat, anyone with me? It's like you have an up,
I have ups.
and then you have a down.
I hope.
And a down.
You got some 3-star units, all which are already imprinted. Well, transmits. You got transmits.
That would. Yeah, true. True. But it's always going down. No. You just gotta believe. You gotta believe.
I mean, isn't it when like the roller coaster is going down when it's the most exciting?
True. I'm like, ooh, maybe this time.
Maybe this
time. For reference, I've pitied, I think, the last few banners I have been on. So, yeah, I pitied Elegos, I pitied Lua, I pitied a few other units. So I'm with you, chat.
Yep.
But it's okay, my luck will come back.
I think I told the story during Ahmed Banner. I was like, my first 10 pull, I had, Biblia came up, right, for the artifact. I was like, oh, it's so easy. And then I didn't get a single copy. I got 3 off-banner 5-star artifacts and 2 Ahmeds and like 800 bookmarks. And
nice.
Not a single one, not a single fan. So, good job, me.
I got 3 fans at least.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay, enough about this custom banner. Let's talk about QOL.
QOL.
We have had a decent amount of QOL, and I do want to, we talked about this a little bit before, but we haven't talked about it with chat. Have you been using the share hero or the share equipment button function? Do you like it? How do you like it? I think I saw Valky using it for sure.
Yeah.
And just like helping people out, but it's really nice.
It is, especially in the hero review section too.
Just to like show it off, and it makes it so much easier to just share right there.
Like here's my build, right? Not oh, you should, I think that you should character limit. You should do this character limit. Yeah. So just having the ability to throw it out into the chat is great.
When people okay, what if they made it so you can post your thing once every like minute or something?
Be nice, yeah.
Right, so it's not so spammable. But we've also had the name change tickets. And here's the thing. Last time I asked chat, we had a survey. Are you going to be changing your name when the new ticket comes out? And a lot of people said no. So, chat, I do want to ask you, now that the name tickets have been out for a while, please, did you change your nickname? Did you keep your nickname?
You love your nickname? I know some people, like some of our influencers, use the name change ticket to remove some extra, like, what do you call it? Punctuation, like Genizad and I believe Car as well.
Make it easier.
Make it easier, yeah.
The survey link is up. It should be.
It's pinned.
It's pinned.
Kept it. No change.
Yeah, I mean it's just nice for people who do want to change it, right? And okay, Chat, I want you to know that if you are thinking about changing your name, make sure that you change it after you've received whatever rewards that you're going for. So for example, we have the survey today for 3 leaves and 300k gold. Do not change your name until after you received the 3 leaves and 300k gold.
Because just to make sure that the rewards go through.
Waiting for inactive. So inactive names, I don't think right now they don't have a system in terms of making inactive names become available again.
Right.
The only way you can get like new names is it gets released. After 30 days, that name will become available again.
After you change your name, right?
Yeah, after you change your name. Best QOL, bring back RTA web. Is that QOL? Because are you talking about the RTA where it's like you play RTA and then you receive energy for it?
That was for the E7WC matches, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Is that what you're talking about?
Maybe. Been playing for 2.5 months. No need to change my name. I'm happy with the current one.
Aw.
Welcome to the game.
Yeah. It's really nice. And, you know, while we're on this topic, what QOL? What changes? What changes do you want to see? Right? Because I saw this last time, and someone was talking about being able to change the in-game loading screen animation.
Ooh, like you mean the Ross, little running Ross?
No. The when you log into the game, there's like that animation.
Oh yeah.
And right now, it's based off of the episode or like a special side story happening.
Like the event, right?
Like an event. Someone was asking to be able to choose.
That'd be nice. Yeah, because I remember when I first joined the game, when you see the war taking place in episode 1, right? That was like really epic. And then now that I've finished episode 4, it's always about the confrontation with Aden, right? So.
But yeah, it's pretty nice. And ooh, this one, making it so that mod gems, you're always going at least 1 above.
Yeah.
That, please, me too. It hurts. It hurts so much when I use like 5 mod gems and it stays the same.
Yeah, it's tough.
It hurts.
At least it doesn't go down anymore.
I don't think it ever went down.
Does it? Maybe it was superstition, but that's what I've heard from the community a little bit. But
yeah, you know, when I use a lot of mod gems and it doesn't go up, it hurts. It hurts.
Especially with the current Advent side story being all about mod gems, right?
But yeah, I know free unequip is a big one that people have been asking for. I know some of the argument or some kind of debates that we've had about regarding free unequip is at least for like Advent side story to have it for the first weekend or having a little bit more frequent unequip events, or I think Valky talked about this last time or a while ago of having the unequipped scrolls, like purchasable unequipped scrolls,
right?
To be able to use, and you know, it's like an additional thing.
Can be very useful, yeah. I saw somebody saying, "Oh, being able to use soul burns when repeat battling."
Ooh,
that might be very nice.
That would be nice. But I'm gonna play devil's advocate, right?
Okay.
Thinking about it from a developer standpoint, how much code do we have? Any like devs in the chat? It doesn't have to be. There's not our devs, but just like computer developers, people who do CS. Logistically, would that be good?
Right.
Not good, but like, how realistic is that? A lot of code? Would that be a lot of code?
Right. Would it be a lot to implement it?
Yeah. Because, you know, and then soul burn on auto, it could be, it could also make the run slower.
It could.
Right? Because it's like, at what point is it the second it has soul burn, it can use soul burn, or is it after a certain amount? Right. Good, questionable. Code, not that heavy. Oh, interesting. See, I'm not a dev. clearly. So I'm not too sure how things interact with each other, but that's my guess. The reason why certain things aren't available now is because there's the code behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it could break other things.
It could break a lot of other things, yeah.
Yeah. So
Like a soul burn toggle, but yeah, I can imagine if you're going through PvE and it's like, hey, I'd love my AROS just to soul burn S2 every single turn, right? That'd be very nice.
But then you'd have to do it for like every unit. Who gets to use the soul burn?
Right.
So, yeah.
Or yeah, just select the skill you want to soul burn, right? Like which hero, because you can already toggle who uses skills, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe just a second toggle to say, I want this one to use soul burns.
Yeah, but then you'd have to code that for every single unit.
Oh yeah, there'd be a lot.
But
Anyways.
yeah. So we also have talked about the 15%.
Mm-hmm.
15% has been a long discussed topic. Okay? And we'll send it over, right? We will talk and we will do whatever we can to send over that sentiment. We understand the pain. I was making my one-shot Wyvern team recently. I made it so there's 3 units that can land debuffs. Okay, I have a Clarissa, an SSB, and my Angelica, my Syngelica, all at this is like wasted stats. They're all at about 90% effectiveness by the time they go to the Wyvern, and it hurts me so much when everything gets resisted.
I burnt all my resources into this very niche Wyvern team. I use SSB as well. I use Syngelica, but I use Camilla and I use Rem, because the way that Rem works is that when she has demon mode on, she ignores F-res. So it can just guarantee the death break, and it has a 2% chance of failing in case every single unit misses the death break, and it has happened before.
Yeah. Yeah, I also agree, 15% can make sense in PvP because, sure, right? But come on, PvE, please.
Please for us
PvE.
PvE gamers, please let us land.
Yeah. And I do have one last question for everyone. And when it comes to, new content updates, what type of content do you usually look forward to the most? I know, people are excited for new heroes, for the balance patch, for new side stories.
New just general story.
Or collabs.
Yeah,
so,
collabs.
chat, what is it that you look forward to the most?
Stories.
New stories, waifu collabs.
Collabs.
New husbandos.
There we go.
I mean, okay, to be fair, we have had a decent amount of husbandos in the last few months, I will say.
It's true. We got Elagos. We had. What else do we have?
Whatever gives the most rewards or gifts. Is that content?
I'd say they're content.
I mean, I guess.
DDR, Bihu. That's right. Okay.
Ooh, a monthly ancient inheritance.
Ooh, that could be fun.
That would be cool. Rewards equals content. Yes. I feel like that's a little debatable, but okay.
Summer husbandos.
That would be kind of sick. That would be sick. Background auto battler, best content update in a while.
It's very helpful. Yeah.
Okay, specialty changes.
More
More units.
A lot of players talking about the new heroes.
New PvE content. Ooh, what would that look like though?
Ooh.
Because new PvE content could mean a lot of different things. It could be more levels to Abyss. It could be, maybe an additional hunt or like another level or something.
Something, right? Somebody was saying the April Fool's event was really fun.
Ooh,
right?
like dungeon crawler.
Yeah, I love those kind of dungeon crawler styles, right? That's why I love Ancient Inheritance so much.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem like a lot of people really enjoy the Ancient Inheritance style of gameplay.
Definitely.
For PvE. So, yeah, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. Ooh, skins. I know skins is another really big thing, and I too want more skins.
Looking forward to the Mediator Quirk skin for the end of Indomitable season.
Yeah, I wonder
Very
what that's
exciting.
going to look like.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
How would you want the new skin to look like?
2 hands.
Two hands.
He doesn't know which one to hold, so he's just out like this.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, it'll be coming whenever they announce the end of season. They'll let us know. Okay? And unfortunately, everyone, it is that time.
It is that time.
It is that time of the stream where this is going to be the end. But make sure to fill out the survey so that way you can get your 3 leaves and 300k gold.
Don't forget it.
Yep. Next week, we do have Orbis Overdrive. And don't miss it, okay?
Don't miss out.
Come out. Come
on out.
And Mashu will be here. We'll have a lot of fun. And yeah, so make sure to fill out the survey. And we'll see you next week. It's your friendly neighbor, Luka.
And it's your guy, Gimmick.
So we'll see you.
Bye-bye.